Recorded Books presents Pleading the Fish, Seaside Cafe Mysteries, Book 6, by Bree Baker. Narrated by Thérèse Plummer. Prologue. April. I didn't believe in my family's curses until I met Grady Hays. Even then, it had taken a couple of years and plenty of dangerous situations for me to come around. According to my great-aunts, Swan women were cursed in two specific ways. 1, we couldn't leave the island. If we did, bad things would happen. 2, we couldn't fall in love, lest the object of our affection surely die. The amount of evidence in support of both curses was astounding. Still, I used to believe folks made their own luck with level heads, determination, and good decisions. I'd mastered the former two at a young age, but I'd been working on the latter all my life, which explained the occasional life-threatening situation I wound up in. Curiosity gone awry, not a curse in action. At least that was what I thought until my most recent bad choice landed Grady, not me, in the hospital, only days after I'd realized I was no longer falling for him. I'd already completed the trip and landed hard. Before I dared voice the truth to anyone, the curse had struck, and I'd almost lost him. I couldn't let that happen again. So, like the level-headed, determined woman I was, I'd been actively avoiding Grady ever since, for his safety. And like the strong-willed, intelligent, kind, protective, perfect man he was, he'd given me the space I'd needed. Until 10 minutes ago, when he'd materialized in my gardens, at the gazebo where I sat, alone in the dark, wishing he was there. "Can we talk?" Grady asked, pleading with ethereal gray eyes. He'd traded his usual detective uniform for a suit and tie. The jacket hung, folded over one crooked arm. He looked gorgeous and slightly tormented. The long sleeves of his dress shirt had been rolled up to his elbows. His sleek black tie hung loose and askew, the top button undone at his throat. He'd clearly dressed for my best friend Amelia's massive birthday party happening inside my home. "I don't think that's a good idea," I admitted. "I miss you, and I hate the way things have been, but they'll get easier with time." At least I hoped they would. He stuffed something small and dark into his pocket, a gift for Amelia, perhaps, but his eyes never left mine. "How have you been?" Awful, terrible, and miserable came to mind. "Okay," I said instead, looking away. In truth, I'd felt as if half myself had gone missing in the week since I'd last seen him, and I hated the bland, awkward way my future seemed to roll out before me with an obvious missing piece. Like living the rest of my days under hazy skies when I knew the sun was just on the other side. "I haven't been okay," he said. "My body's healed, but I'm not whole." My eyes snapped back to him, his words so closely echoing my thoughts. "What if my family is really cursed?" I whispered. A hearty spring breeze picked up around us when I voiced the concern, throwing my wild brown curls against my cheeks. The scents of freshly bloomed flowers and the sea mixed with Grady's signature cologne, and my resolve weakened by a fraction. He moved closer, raising both hands to push the hair from my face, then cupped my cheeks in big warm palms, holding the curls at bay. Withstanding the wind for me, shielding me from it, forever my protector in all things great and small. "I told you I don't believe in curses," he said, caressing my chilled skin with his thumbs. "I meant that." "Everyone else believes," I said. "How can this entire community be wrong for 2 centuries running?" My family's legends and lore were practically historical fact in my hometown of Charm, North Carolina, a small seaside village on a set of barrier islands known to most as the Outer Banks. My ancestors had settled the town more than 300 years ago, so to the Swans, Charm had always simply been home. Grady's eyes searched mine. Determination slowly changed the hope in his expression to resolve, as if he'd just
Sample complete. Ready to continue?